today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
First carry now for Chris Evans. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that'll set him back 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Evans looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Pirine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now a carry for Pirine. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Once more, Pirine. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll try and run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Jones last week, 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
8 yards there on a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the 1st down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Five yards remain on second down. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first.
Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Pirine. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Lewis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the handoff, it's Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown! Chris Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A 1st down catch for Allen Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
Now Rodgers. Forced out to, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Now a carry for Pirine. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Dancing away at the 35. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Cobb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And when he made that catch for a 1st down, the first thing that broke into my mind, respect. He's still at it at a really demanding position. Broke into the NFL in 2006 and is still highly productive.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Dancing, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 15 now.
Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on second down. Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And now it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Again, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On second and goal. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different.
And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by a field goal, 2:16 to play. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Not much there, only a yard. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Rodgers to throw. Able to find Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Pass complete, it's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Open man, here is Cobb. before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals, trailing by 4, a little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
That's complete to Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.